three methods where someone can obtain building control approval for building works which they intend to carry out. The first is known as a building notice, and this is suitable for any domestic scheme and cannot be used in the commercial setting. A building notice is simply one form which the applicant fills out, making a declaration that they intend to carry out works. They specify on that the nature of the work, for example, a roof space conversion or a sun lounge extension, and they say how they intend to do it and using typically what materials. That form is deposited along with the corresponding fee to the District Council's Building Control Department. In some cases, Building Control may ask for additional information, for example, structural details or information about the energy efficiency of your proposal. It is then the responsibility of the client to make an appointment for the area surveyor to visit the property. Upon visiting the property, the building control surveyor will comment on whether or not the works comply. When the application has been lodged with the District Council, the owner has responsibility to notify the council when they start work. This gives building control the opportunity to inspect the works at key stages. In doing so, building control will ensure that the standards in the building regulations are met. Ultimately, when the work is complete, building control will issue a completion certificate. The owners who choose to carry out this route need to be assured that the builder is competent to build the scheme in accordance with the regulations, as the builder will not have approved plans to work from. It's also worth noting, before undertaking works using the building notice, that you ensure that any lending institution, for example, your bank or mortgage company, accept the building notice route, as there will be no approved plans. The completion certificate which you get at the end of the project is an important legal document. That is your evidence that the building work has been built in accordance with the national regulations. The traditional method of achieving building control approval, and perhaps the most common, is what's known as the full plans route. This is where a client would employ an architect or designer to prepare detailed drawings of their proposals. These are submitted to the District Council along with the application form and the corresponding fee. This constitutes your building control approval. In building control, we will then carry out a detailed assessment of those drawings to ensure they are in compliance. If there are any suggestions we have to make, we will liaise directly with your architect or agent. When the drawings are ready for approval, these will be issued as stamped approved drawings, and you will receive an approval certificate. This gives your builder clear information on how to construct the project in accordance with the regulations. When the works are completed, building control will issue a completion certificate. There is a responsibility throughout the works on the client to inform building control at key stages, giving building control the opportunity to check the works and ensure physically they comply with the regulations on site. The completion certificate which you receive at the end of the project is an important legal document and is your evidence that your proposal complies with the building regulations. Where works have been carried out in the past without building control approval, there is a method where retrospective approval can be obtained. This is often necessary as it is difficult to convey, sell or refinance properties which do not have the appropriate building control approvals. Owners who find themselves in this situation can apply for building control approval through what is known as the regularisation route. To apply for this, you simply fill in one application form and tick the section for regularisation. You declare the date at which the work was carried out, and the regulations will be applied relevant to the time when the work was undertaken. You deposit that application form with the corresponding fee to your local council building control department. The owner can then make an appointment when the local area surveyor can call out and inspect the works. If there are any areas of concern, you will be asked to remedy those works. Ultimately, when the work has been remedied and complies with the regulations, the council will issue a building control regularisation certificate. This then is your evidence that the work complies with the regulations which existed at the time the work was carried out.